Hi!
Hi.
Okay, maybe you want to start off by introducing yourself. Tell us your name, your major, and which year or semester are you in right now?
Hi, my name is Keating and I'm currently majoring in communications. I entered UB in fall 2019 and I'm currently in my second year going to my second semester.
My name is Stanley. I'm majoring in communications. I'm in year 2 right now. I'm in my 5th semester. I came in spring 2020.
My name is Damien. I'm from psychology. I entered in fall 19 and the upcoming semester would be my sixth semester. Yeah.
My name is Archita and I'm majoring in business administration. I am currently in my final year right now, I guess my 9th semester, and I entered UB in fall 2018.
To start off, maybe you can share with us why you chose UB out of all the other universities in SIM.
For me personally, I feel that UB curriculum is pretty similar to Poly curriculum, which I was from previously, and because UB is very project based and it allows me to work with other people also, so the grades are not just 100% focused on exams, so I think it's a good way for me to go about studying, carry on with my university studies and stuff like that. Yeah.
So prior to NS, back in NS I was thinking which university should I go to. So I applied for a few. I applied for the local universities and I went to do my research on overseas universities as well. Yeah, and then I stumbled upon UB through my friend. Yeah, and then he shared with me about UB's culture and how his involvement in all the FOCs, all the different camps. Back then there used to be camps, and how the school is basically. He said it's a very wholesome community that's in UB. There's welfare week that he shared with me prior. Back then I didn't know what that was, but it was an engagement for students of UB to come together, to know each other, and to basically enjoy before your exams also. So it's pretty cool.
I think for me it's because of the wide ranges of courses that UB actually offers. So I wanted to take psychology, and a lot of my friends told me about how UB structures their lessons and stuff, and I was very inclined to that because it was constantly allowing me to learn different concepts of psychology, and also allowing me to apply them through different assignments, maybe even quizzes, tests, and examinations. So it's very well paced throughout the entire semester, and I was able to immediately apply what I learned, and that was very appealing to me.
So I'm an international student from India, and I was looking at options to study somewhere in the Southeast Asian region, and I came across SIM UB while I was just researching, and I was really impressed, and I really liked the concept of having an American education. And since I was interested in doing business administration and they offer it as one of their majors, I thought it would be a great choice.
Maybe you can also share with us what is your most memorable moment in UB.
I think one of my favorite moments that I remember till now is definitely when I joined the school orientation camp as an orientation group leader. Although it was my very first camp, I had really a lot of fun. The memories I made was really good, and it just brings me a lot of excitement because I get to meet the new freshmen coming in, and I get to share with them my experience. Although I was only one semester in myself, but the experience that I share with them, I think it really helped them a lot assimilate into the school, and just experience like that made me really happy, and it was really memorable for me.
My first few weeks in school, after freshman orientation camp, that's when I knew a lot of my batchmates and a lot of seniors through the camp itself. I think my first few weeks in school have been really welcoming. The seniors, they've been very welcoming in school. Whenever I walk past them, they didn't hesitate to say hi to me and all. I didn't feel like a total stranger.
I think my most memorable moment would be when I came in as a freshman in fall 19. During the freshman orientation camp, we went through very well planned activities such as the bonding games, the night walks, and the amazing race. So through this freshman orientation camp, I was able to see the passion that all of the UBSC members had with regards to executing the program on its own, and it was very heartwarming.
I think it's the entire time that I spent in Singapore studying in UB has been a great time. One of the most memorable moments I would probably say would be joining the student council. So I'm a part of SIM UBSC, and I think it has been one of the greatest blessings to be a part of student council. I was really impressed by the freshman orientation camp that the student council organizes every start of the semester, and I was impressed by my own freshman orientation camp that I decided to join student council right at that moment.
Can you maybe share with us what the community is like in UB to those who are thinking of enrolling into this school?
I definitely feel that UB community is pretty close-knitted, although the batches are not, maybe let's say if you join in fall, maybe the batch, you will seem like there's a lot of batchmates, but actually everybody knows one another here and there, and we'll share classes together, so you kind of make friends along as you go. I think it's really good that our university has such a friendly and like warm environment going on, so I feel like I really belong in UB, and yeah, it just makes me happy going to school and then seeing my friends.
After being in school for the past 5 semesters, it made me realize that the UB community itself, you will know like who's from UB, because like from the first point of contact when you first come into school through the different orientation programs and stuff, you see a lot of familiar faces also, and in class you're not just mixed with your own batch of people. I think you're mixed with the seniors as well, and like different batches of people, so that gives you a bit of more exposure to the school itself.
In UB, the community that I have been exposed to is like it's a very non-competitive culture where like everyone really aims to help each other excel in whatever tasks that they have to do, assignments, tests and everything. Like it's something that was very new to me, because I've always thought that like with regards to academics, everyone would be more competitive, but when I came to UB, it was very surprising, and it's very nice that we cultivated such an atmosphere where everyone is encouraged to help one another, and yeah, it's just a very healthy environment, and it really helped me to grow as an individual and also like learn a lot of things.
I think I would say the community is really open and welcoming here at SIM UB. Being an international student, I was a bit nervous in the beginning, I would say, as to whether I would be able to make friends or just be able to have people who I can rely on throughout my time here. But from the very first day, very first week, I was able to find some great friends and a really good support system, I would say, at SIMUB, not just through my fellow classmates, but also through the professors and the staff, the SIM Student Services. Everyone was really open and welcoming.
Because UB adopts an American education system, so ranging from the semesters, learning materials, and even the professors' method of teaching, is there something that stood out to you?
I think something for me, I'm not sure whether it's because it's like American based. I feel more comfortable with sharing my opinions and like participating in class, because I think the professors and lecturers, they really like encourage students to speak up, and there's no such thing as like, oh, your answer is a wrong answer in class. So usually they will encourage us to just share our opinions, even if it's a differing one, and I think it makes me kind of excited and look forward to going to class, knowing that what opinion I have about that class actually the teacher actually takes into consideration, and it just makes me want to participate in class.
The trimester thingy and the ad drop thing, like and the additional requirements that we have to take, like the trimester thing was pretty new, because I think back in my previous education, like similar to everyone who is studying in Singapore, like we follow this usual education system that we have, but here in UB it's a trimester thing where we follow the season, so there's spring, summer and fall. So it was kind of hard for me to adjust also, because before coming to UB I do not know when is spring or like when is summer or like what is fall even. Back then I thought fall was winter. The ad drop thing is pretty special also, because like we get to control our own schedules, like we get to control how many modules you want to take that semester, and like if we think like back then I had like 2 part-time jobs, and I felt like if it was too heavy for me, I would drop one or like drop 2. So I get to control my own schedule, then I get to retake them next time. There's modules out of your major that you get to learn, like additional modules. I mean, there's free electives such as language modules and all, which I hope I can enroll myself into in the coming months. By far, these additional modules are pretty useful to me, I feel, like apart from my major lah.
The assignments, the tests are really spaced out throughout the semester to help your learning. Like, that really stood out to me because I wasn't the most academically inclined, but like in UB, it's like it's very sequential, and like whatever I learned, it was really immediately applied, and it really helped me to learn a lot faster and helped me retain a lot of the knowledge that I've learned until now over the past 5 semesters. So yeah, that's something that really stood out for me.
They try to make sure that the testing and like the study materials are spread out throughout the entire semester or duration. So it is not so like the testing or exams are not just concentrated onto one particular event or one particular day. It's spread out across the entire semester, which I feel is really good because it allows me to understand whatever class or whatever subject I'm doing really clearly and thoroughly throughout the entire semester, so that I can gain the best insights and all the knowledge from the class to the fullest extent.
So before we end off, is there anything you'd like to say to the people thinking of enrolling into UB? Like any tips or tricks or advice you'd like to say to them?
I really think that UB is a really interesting university to be in, and whatever we study and we learn is not just concentrated on whatever you're majoring in, but we also learn things outside of curriculum. Like for example, I mentioned I was in communication. I studied things like nutrition, psychology, although it's not my major, but it's very interesting that I get to take up such courses, and it really brings about like it's a very wholesome feeling, like I'm studying not just one thing but a bit of everything. So I think that's really interesting.
So if you're thinking of applying to UB, don't hesitate to ask more questions to find out more about the school, because I think the school is very welcoming. Through my experience here in UB, I have not regretted. It's really a worthwhile decision that I've made.
When you guys like decide which university to enroll to, it's very important to know the environment that would be provided in that university. And for me, or at least a lot of other individuals that I've come across so far, the culture in UB, it really aims to help to cultivate a sense of learning and self-improvement. Yeah, just come in with an open mind, and yeah, it will be very entertaining, very fruitful, and yeah, I enjoyed my time here, and I hope you guys will enjoy your time too.
It's honestly been a really great time for me studying here. Trying to it's really a great experience for me as an international student, especially I would say, because I get to meet and interact with new people and also other international students. Maybe they might be from the same place as I am or from different places. I feel like it's really a great way to really mix around and get to know everyone. I think just something for you guys, you can don't worry, you can always expect to have a great support system here from the students, from the student services, SIM, and also the UB professors and UB administration. They're all very helpful, so you will never feel lost at any point. There's always someone you can rely on.
To all potential students out there, I think if you are considering a new university, really do consider joining us at University at Buffalo at SIM.